Welcome back to Road Trip to the End of the World. I really wanted to continue this game because I really want to see where the story's going to go, and I really hope it has a happy ending. So let us... do we do start or load? I don't know. Incorrect. I did the incorrect thing. This one. We need this. No. Are you sure when I write? No, I do not. Load. This one. Loading will lose unsaved progress. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes. Perfect. I forgot to tell you last night because of the whole creepy guy situation. I hope this is where we left off last time. But I had a really weird dream. No way. Me too. I dreamed that I... wait. Fishy, can you dream? Rude. Of course I could dream. Everyone dreams. Even algae. Okay. What happened in your dream? Well, I was sitting on top of this really tall jungle gym, miles and miles up in the sky. Bora was there in the most beautiful wedding dress. Wait, what? And Marvin was there in a snappy tux. Of course. The three of us sat together looking at the sky, and all of a sudden there was a triple rainbow. Triple rainbow. Those are super rare. It was so cool, Marvin was so funny, we all laughed and clapped. Actually, I don't know how rare those are because... so the first rainbow is like super bright. The second rainbow is usually much more dim, and the third one is so dim that if it does exist, it would be very hard to see. So you need just the perfect conditions for it to be bright enough for you to see it. Or for there to be enough particulates in the air for you to see it. So cool, Marvin was so funny, we all laughed and clapped. The end. Well, I guess that's not that weird, except the triple rainbow part. But it was awesome. What happened in your dream, Andy? Similar things, I guess. Wow, really? Wow, our brains must be really connected. Or something. Fishy, have you ever even met Marvin? No, but Bora always talked about her future husband in such detail that I can picture him perfectly. Honestly, that's true. Bora's been manifesting her one true love ever since she saw her first Disney movie. Too bad that true love manifested in a man named Marvin. Do you like him? Marvin? Yeah, you know, he is everything that Bora wanted him to be. Handsome, kind, funny, romantic, cheeky, brave, has a monkey and a magic carpet. That's Aladdin right there. Well, she did eventually get over her Aladdin face. As for the other things, I honestly don't know. I never met him. Really? Ah, yes, they've been together for years, but no, I never met him. Huh. Well, it's clear that Andy doesn't like whoever this Marvin is. But I'm surprised she's never met the guy. I thought they had met and there was like something between them, like she really didn't like something about him or she knew something about him that she didn't like. So that's interesting. I know that looks bad for me. That's not what best friends would do. I've heard it all, believe me. So this might actually boil down to jealousy then. Which I was hoping it wasn't, but I'm not judging you. It's whatever, Fishy. I don't really like him. Okay? Well, maybe you would have liked him if you had met him. And maybe that's why I didn't want to. I'm sorry, I lied. My dream was nothing like yours. Kind of the opposite, actually. And I think I pulled a muscle sleeping in the back. I really should have built a rest day or something. You did have one rest day, at least. I'm still down to nope. No driving for you. You're no fun. What's so funny? This old highway... What's no fun is this old highway. How are we not out of the Midwest yet? Does it just go on forever? It says that there's a sunken garden around here. Can we go? I don't know what gardens, but do you see any diners on the map, Fishy? I'm pretty sure I'm suffering from the world's first blue raspberry hangover. Depends on what. Can I get a burger? Absolutely. What to do, what to do. I don't know, get the burger. I thought you were just getting a burger. Just getting a burger, she says? There are so many different kinds, silly. Swiss cheese and mushroom burger. Who ever heard of anything like that? You should try that one then. Well, you can get whichever one you want. They've got sides too. The sides? We're gonna be here a while. Maybe I should help her decide. Let's take a look. Well, if that's a lot of choices, no surprise she got overwhelmed. Well, we're gonna ignore all the salads, we're gonna ignore all the grains and oatmeal bowls, the soups. I don't know if you equate sandwiches and burgers together, but I mean, Fishy should try some sandwiches. Some of them are really good and basically burgers, except not, I guess. Omelets, we'll ignore that. Pancakes, we'll ignore that. Hot coffee, probably not. Don't coffee up the fish. So you have your basic burger, you have your double cheeseburger, you have your bacon cheeseburger, and you have your Swiss cheese mushroom burger. I would go with the most deluxe one, so that one. It would be between that one and that one, but double bacon cheeseburger you probably get anywhere, double cheeseburger you probably get anywhere, hamburger you probably get anywhere. Those ones are just like anywhere things. This one though, this one's unique. First things first, I'm gonna get... Not coffee? Just coffee. I know I should probably eat something right now, but I'm too nauseated. Besides, the server won't know I'm ordering for two. And I think Fishy would like... Oh yeah, absolutely this one. A Swiss cheese and mushroom burger. She mentioned it, so she must be interested in it. I think she just needs a tiny push to make the adventurous choice. Why is it upside down, Fishy? Hey Fishy, don't worry about it. Let me order for you. What are you getting? You'll see. Beautiful. I told you you were gonna like it. Alright, first bite. Bafflement. Is it good? It's different. Not what I expected from a burger, but it's still really good. So maybe a 2 out of 10. What? That's so low. No, 1 out of 10 is still great. It's still a burger. It's just about how close it is on the scale of good to perfect, see? I guess. I like that there are toppings, but there aren't the right toppings. Perfection is so close, yet so far away. Interesting. We start chowing down on our food. Strangely enough, I can't get myself to even take a sip. Fishy? What's up? Am I making a mistake? Oh no, are you jealous of my food? You can have a bite. No, it's not that. I just meant the whole trip, going to the wedding. I'm just worried I'm doing it for selfish reasons. Well, what are the reasons? Of course you are. Uh-huh. Andy, what do you think will happen at the wedding? Really? Really? I guess I thought... I would show up and find Bora, and she would realize that she wanted me to be there all along. Honestly, I feel like if I didn't show up, I'd be doing her a disservice. If I don't show up. I'm saving her years of regret in the future, or are you saving yourself years of regret in the future? But we still don't even know what happened between the two and why she tore up the invitation. Because Bora herself tore it up. You really think so? Yes, because you're not supposed to give up. Even if they say they don't want you, you're supposed to stick around. Oh shit, the racist thing, the waitress thinks I'm talking to myself. Better stare at my plate again. You know, I miss Bora too, a lot. And I want her in her pretty white dress and be flower girl like she wrote in the journal. And be her flower girl. But I also think it's not giving up if you decide to turn back. Turn back? I don't mean you have to turn back forever. But you couldn't see me for 14 whole years, and now we're sitting and eating together. Time is just weird like that. So maybe I don't know. Maybe you've been driving in the wrong direction. That's not... No. I'm not giving up on us. We've been friends for most of my conscious life, and that's rare. That's special, isn't it? Of course it is. Then there's no issue, besides. I want to leave this with her. I pull out the exchange journal from my backpack and place it on the table. Mistake or not, she should have it, I think. Can I read it? Again? Aren't you tired of it? You know, that could never happen. She picks up the journal. Dear Andy, life is like a box of poison chocolates. I can't wait until we're free from all the toxic drama of middle school. Cucumber. Carrot. Cabbage. Cantaloupe. Nope, that's a fruit. Cauliflower. There you go. I feel like I'm forgetting something obvious. Corn. The realization hits me out of nowhere, like an oversized logging truck. The journal. I forgot our journal at the diner. Oh, you let me forget it. Fishy, you were sitting right there. It's not my fault. I was busy eating french fries. That's why I got distracted, because you were stealing goddamn fries from the next table. Oh, so we're not supposed to eat free french fries. We're turning back. But the diner is hours ago. It's fine, I'll just drive longer tonight. It's more important. This is more important. But what if we're late to the wedding? I have an important... The flower girl? Yeah, I know. But we need the journal. I need the journal. Those memories are all I have, Fishy. You know what that's like. Fine, but I'm staying in the car with the AC on. Do yourself, princess. Hopefully you get back to journal. Wait here, I'll be right back. Well, it's a good thing they have a lost and found. What is that? What nightmare is that? Do I even see the journal? I don't see the journal. It's halfway prepared to be digging through a trash pile. Let's see what they've got here. Don't glow up that. I'm gonna click on it. No way is that. There's no doubt it's a Rat's doll, the most popular sexy rat toy from my teenage years. For one Christmas season, every girl wanted one, but suddenly people stopped caring about them, and now I haven't seen one in years. Ragelina, what happened to you? I gave her paw a little squeeze, and a puff of dust flies into my face. Gross. Biker gloves. Ski gloves in the middle of summer? These must have been here for months at least. I pick up the gloves to flip them around. The name Robin is written in black letters on the tag. Important enough to write their name on, but not important enough to come back for, I guess. I wonder if this Robin has a new pair of gloves now. Probably. In all likelihood, they got too far away before they even realized that they were missing, or they got all the way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A Nintendo DS? I was too young for these when they first came out, but I remember older kids playing with them. A game console with 2 whole screens? It's double the cheeseburger of gaming. Wonder if it turns on. Screen flicks on and greets me with a sad-looking pixelated dog. Ah, shit. All these Wintendogs are starving. Why would anybody leave this here? They forgot it. God, I really hope the owner comes back for this. Otherwise, I might steal or rescue it. Well, I mean, nobody would notice. Just put it in your pocket. Where is our actual thing, though? Oh, there's pictures. What's this? Strange. Maybe it fell out of someone's wallet. They look pretty chummy. I wonder if these two are still friends. Well, this may not have been too long ago. I really hope so. Take another look around the packed closet. Come on now, time to get serious. If I were a journal, where would I be? I don't know, wherever the person put it. It was just a few hours ago. Ah, this is the only box that's open, which means... There it is! Thank God, or the universe, or whatever deity is out there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I stuffed the journal in my bag, eyeing it closely, as it might run away from me at any moment. As if it might run away, it won't run away. Well, I better get back. Fishy's probably bored senseless. This place is way too heavy on the lost part, not enough on the found. Is it pathetic to say I feel like I belong here amongst these perilous, once-loved garbage? Probably, but I'll say it anyways. I hope we all get found. Then I get the hell out of these before any of them could respond. Out of there before any of them could respond. Well, Okay, it looks like the rest of the trip went somewhat smoothly. Though I think I remember some of these. I'm guessing nobody else can see Fishy. Well, at least there's a vacancy in this one. Can we watch another episode of The Driving Show? Not a driving show, Fishy. A drive is just a kind of bar. A dive. So, Flavor Man is never gonna eat a burger underwater? I mean, never say never, I guess, but probably not. Huh. Hey, Andy. Can you believe we'll be at Bora's wedding tomorrow night? I'm so excited. I know, but try to get some rest, okay? Okay. I can't sleep. You're not even trying, Fishy. Close your eyes and count burgers or something. Andy, guess what? A chicken butt. Chicken butt. How do you know I was gonna... Oh, I know everything. Andy, keep up, chicken butt. It's not a thing. Well, Andy, I wanted to tell you that I've made some progress in my dreams. According to Atomic Rabbits, dreams require steps or hops in order to achieve them. Ah yes, the self-help audiobook I downloaded in a drunken identity crisis. So I've decided on my next hop. Sounds great so far. What's the next step, huh? Hop? I'm gonna go on my own adventures. I know we're on an adventure together right now, but that one's gonna end tomorrow, so I want to keep going on my own. What do you mean? You're leaving me? Yeah, I want to find the best cheeseburger in the world, of course. But then after that, I want to collect more and more dreams and see where those take me. I'm brave, you know, and pretty strong. Even creepy old dudes are no match for me. Wait, I don't get it. You're my imaginary friend, and you don't just get to leave and do your own thing. Why not? Because that's not the future Bora and I imagined for you. Yeah, when you were 9 years old. But aren't you different now? Why shouldn't I be different too? Because I made you up, that's why. A tense silence falls upon the room. That's... Andy, that hurts my feelings. Why? It's just the truth. We made you for a specific purpose, and that purpose was so that you would always be with me. There doesn't need to be anything else. Does a wishing machine need a dream, or does it just... Or does the washing machine need a dream, or does it just wash your clothes? Andy, stop. All I'm saying is that you belong with me. Is that so bad? Do you hate me? Is that kind of a trend now? You're the one who said the world is much more fun when you have big dreams and goals. Yeah, theoretically. I didn't mean you should actually go off on your own and do your own thing. Best cheeseburger in the world? None of that matters. Of course it matters. You know what, Bora? You know what? Bora was right about you. I am shocked by the burning rage that hits me as she says it. Her words are as familiar as they are scathing. Excuse me? You heard me. You're mean, Andy, and you never let go of anything. Not your journal, not your friendships, not your stupid blue pies. It's not... I don't know why you're always so mad at me. It's like you said, you made me so that I could always be your friend. But are you my friend? Of course I am. Fishy turns away from me and closes her eyes. I'm gonna sleep. Tomorrow's a big day. Fishy. Fishy? Fine. I think I'm starting to piece together what might have happened. Where am I? Looks like my mom's house in Massachusetts. The walls haven't been repainted yet, and those tulips for spring. Where? Oh, up here. Oh, I see. This must be a dream. Andy? Or a memory, if there's even a difference. Andy, it's Bora. Open the door, or I'll put stickers on your window. I'll open the door. So, we're ignoring calls now, huh? Sorry, I've been busy. I know. Your mom told me you're getting ready for med school. Can we talk? Is this a bad time? No, you're good. Let me get my keys. We can drive somewhere. You thinking what I'm thinking? Been a while. We used to come here all the time as kids. I think this is where it happens. Oh, we spend all day at school, but still have the energy to play for hours after. Hanging out, making up fishy stories. Oh my god, fishy. Now that's a blast from the past. I'm sorry I haven't called you back. It's fine, I've been busy too. Mostly I wanted you to finally meet Marvin, but it's fine. He flew out this morning. Oh, that's a bummer. He says hi. Well, hi back. You guys would like each other if you gave him a chance. I'll give him a chance. I've just been really, really busy, I promise. Plus, there will be more chances, right? And I'll see you a lot more after graduation. What? Andy, I wish I could have told you earlier, but I guess now's as good a time as any. I'm not coming back after graduation. What are you talking about? Where would you even go? California. I'm moving, Andy, to be with Marvin. And that's actually what I've been wanting to talk to you about. Marvin, of course. Why am I not surprised? What's that supposed to mean? You don't even know him. It's not about him. I'm sure he's perfectly fine. The part I'm not surprised about is you uprooting your entire life to live with a man. Oh wow, of course you would say that. Yeah, who else? I've known you for over a decade, Bora, and you've let mediocre guys break your heart more times than I can count. Marvin is not mediocre. That's what you said about Josh and Caleb, and then Josh again. And what do you know about love, Andy? You can't keep a relationship longer than a free trial. That's because my life doesn't revolve around dating. Right, it revolves around yourself. And yours doesn't. You keep these men around to feel better about yourself, even if they're bad for you. I don't need you to tell me what's bad for me just because I didn't read the rest of that. I didn't mean to say that. I think you did. I wish I did read that then. I think you've always been judging me and my family. Did it make you feel good, Bora, to befriend the fatherless girl? Oh. Did it make you feel special? Are you kidding? Did you think I enjoy the responsibility? Let me lay it out for you since I don't think anybody has. You're clingy, codependent, and insecure, Andy. And I can't be friends with someone who doesn't know how to share me. Well, what are you going on about now? You've never been good at being happy for me. Sometimes I even felt like you were jealous of my boyfriends. Why would I be jealous? That I didn't say that right. Jealous was the loud part. I don't know. I've always had enough room for both you and whoever I'm dating. But you never believed me. You never gave me a chance. And then why do you disappear into your romantic relationships? Why didn't you tell me when you were moving to California? And even before that, why didn't you tell me about Marvin? Why did I have to find out about this new boyfriend through Instagram? Fiancé. Huh? Marvin is my fiancé now. We're engaged. That's what I was going to tell you tonight if you gave me a chance. Congratulations? Thanks. I know you don't mean it. Look, Andy. I know we've been missing out on some big life things. That's why I thought it was important to update you in person about this at least. But here we are, fighting again. What are we even doing? Honestly, I don't know if I have very much in common. If we have very much in common anymore. Don't say that. Are you saying you disagree? Maybe you should go home. I'll catch a ride back to mine. No, it's fine. I could drive you. I'm saying I don't want you to. You know what? Marvin was right about you. Don't bother coming to my wedding. But what about Laura? What about our trip? What's gonna happen to our graduation road trip? I don't know, Andy. I don't know if I can do this anymore. "14 years of friendship. 14 years of shared secrets, sleepover adventures, laughs that I thought would last forever. But that was the last conversation I had with Bora. And the rest, as I say, is history." Well, today's the day. We still got a full day's worth of driving to do before we get there, but everything gets resolved tonight at the wedding, one way or another. Hey, Fishy. Weird for her to be so quiet. I wonder if she's in the bathroom. What the? Oh, what is happened? Why are there bubbles, first of all? There's burgers on the TV. There's liquids everywhere. Everywhere. That looks like a note. What's going on here? Well, let's investigate the TV first. A familiar face is eating burgers on the TV screen. It's the show Fishy and I were watching last night. Some delis and dives. Dim sum delis and dives. I'm pretty sure we turned the TV off last night. I wonder if she tried to watch it this morning. The backpack? I looked through my backpack lying on the armchair. It's definitely been picked through. Some items are missing, like a pack of gum and my Swiss Army knife. Most notably, the journal is gone. After all the mess to get it back, are you kidding me? Whew. I peek into the bathroom through the open door. It looks mostly the same as I remember from last night, other than the strange wet spots. And there's definitely no Fishy. Where did she go? I guess this counts as all of that. Note. There's a piece of paper left on the nightstand. I pick it up for a closer look. This is Bora's first drawing of Fishy. Did Fishy leave this here? She seems to have scrawled on a note on the page. I'm sorry, but I'll find my own way from here. Fishy. I can't believe it. Does this mean she's gone? I try to calm down as I consider the facts. Fishy is not in this motel room. There are items missing from my backpack and a goodbye note on the nightstand. She's clearly gone, leaving me alone. Fine, if she wants to leave me, who cares? I don't need her. I don't. You're not going after her? A flavor man? It's not very flavorlicious of you to abandon your friend. Are you gonna let another fight fester just like it did with Bora? No, Don't make a decision you're going to regret, Andy. You know Fishy cares about you. Of course I know that. And honestly, I care about Fishy too. I was just angry. And worried and hurt and really, really tired. None of which are reasons to abandon a friend. I'm gonna find her. Now that's what I call flavor. I shut off the TV. As angry as I am at Fishy for running off on her own, I can't help but feel bad for the way I acted last night. If nothing else, I need to find Fishy and apologize. I can't let things end haphazardly like they did in the past. Not again. Off to the nearest burger place we go. I'll clean up everything. Why did you go so far? I thought I would have run into her by now. Are you sure she even knows where to go? Or which direction? That was a fish sign right there. How did she even get so far with her stubby little legs? Could she could have at least talked to me before running off like a child. And the shower curtains as well, yikes. What do you think, man? Who's in the wrong here? I hate to say it, Chip, but anyone who gets a friend run off and get lost a total B-word. Yes. Yes. A bad friend. I feel like I feel like this is why you don't have any friends. Kidnappings are on the rise this summer, targeting unsupervised youths. Also known as armored fish, are an extinct group of prehistoric fish from the Paleozoic era. Can you guess what they're called? Wait, Fishy knows this one. It's, sharks? Ah, so close. The correct answer is placoderms. Sharks aren't extinct, you idiot. It's bullshit. Fishy would have gotten it. Maybe I was too hard on Fishy. He's clearly smarter than I am about some things. Like fish taxonomy, or how to be a good friend. That's enough of that. Alright, you can't have gotten far. There's gotta be a burger place on the next exit. Oh no. I pull into a rest area only to find 4 different burger shops. 500 guys, burgers and fries. Old Man John's Burger Shack. Le Petit Burger. Grand Burger. Be careful what you wish for. Well, Fishy, I sure hope you're here somewhere. Where should I check? If I were Fishy, I would go looking for the perfect burger at... Well, Le Petit Burger sounds like small burgers. Old Man John's Hamburger Shack sounds like an Old Man John's Hamburger Shack. Grand Burger? Nah, maybe not. But 500 different burgers? I could try so many double, triple bacon! The Extreme Shop. Fishy had an endless curiosity for pushing burgers to its limit. Pushing the burger to its limit. If I were her, I would have been drawn to this place like a fish or an angler fish lure. This is it, Fishy. There you are. Fishy is sitting in the corner with a bag on a stick like some cartoon runaway. I catch her eye. Andy? How did you find me so quickly? Did you read my mind? Mind reading isn't real, silly. I just remember everything. Just like you do. I see that now. Andy? Besides, you can't miss the wedding. You're needed there. I don't think we're needed at the wedding. Actually, you were specifically asked not to come to the wedding. Right, but Bora is wrong about that, remember? She will realize when she sees us. Andy, you can't decide what's best for Bora or me. If someone tells you what they want, you need to believe them. I know you're right, but what? I think the truth is I want things to be different. Even if that's not for the best, even if that's not what you or Bora want. That sounds so selfish. It does, but you've admitted it. We can start from there. What the hell, Fishy? When did you get so wise? Is it really all the podcasts? Being made of pure imagination means my mind is very absorbent. I'm a growing fish. Also, I've been reading a lot from the journal. I couldn't help but feel that in a lot of these entries, you're not saying what you really want to say. What do you mean? I mean that maybe, just maybe, you lie to yourself and sometimes Andy about what you really want, how you really feel. Right. Well, regardless, I'm sorry, Fishy. I was an asshole last night. When you said you wanted to have your own adventures, I think it just took me by surprise. I guess I thought you were one thing that would never change. Andy, of course I'm gonna change. I like how I'm changing, and I like how you're changing too. Me? I'm changing? Sure, if I disappear on the first day of this trip, you wouldn't have come to find me. You didn't even want to stop for burgers. That's not... Well, I guess that's a little bit true. And I'm sure you didn't want to listen to my gazillion questions from the passenger seat. Believe it or not, I've been missing those questions. Huh. Don't tempt me. Does that mean you'll come to the wedding with me? Come on, Fishy, I know you've grown and changed, but you're still you. I don't think you're ready to go off on your own, not without seeing Bora first. I know, but what if... What if I dance with you at the wedding? Would you really? Haha, that would look so silly. Everyone would think you're dancing with yourself. That's just a risk I'll have to take. Fine, I'll go with you. And not just because I forgot that burgers cost money. Alright, it's a date. Which burger do you want? Do you even have to ask? Kind of. As I went up to the counter to order an extreme juicy loaded triple cheeseburger with the works, I had a curious thought. Was this the first time I ever resolved a fight with a friend in over 2 decades of my sorry life? And if I had learned to do this just a bit earlier, would things have been different between Bora and me? You can still fix it. Like, there has to be a happy ending here. There has to be a way for you to fix this. Are we still going to make it in time? Honestly, I don't know. I think it's going to be tight. But even if we miss a ceremony, I'll catch a reception. It'll be easier to sneak in that way. Sorry if I made us late. Don't worry about it. I couldn't have gone without you anyways. We said Andy and Bora and Fishy forever, right? Right, forever. Forever? What the? Fishy, since when do you swear? And do you even know what that means? You know what? I tried it out to see if I liked it, and now I can safely say that I don't. Thank God, that was distressing. Well, I'm a teenager after all. It's a period of life made for reinvention. Next up, drugs. Fishy, there's no need for you to grow up so fast, you know? You're 14 years old, I'm sure, but in some ways you're only 4 days old. I know, but I want to be mature enough so that you think I'm ready to go off on my own. Look, we can talk about that more when we get back home from the wedding. I promise. Pinky promise? A pinky promise. I didn't know Fishy had pinkies. Ahem. What are you most excited about at the wedding, Fishy? Oh, seeing Bora's wedding dress for sure. Yeah, I want to see if she's going to wear her mom's veil or like she always said she would. Oh, and I wonder if the whole place is decorated in her favorite flowers. Calla lilies? With a 5-layer red velvet cake. Obviously, but not with one of those cheesy bride and groom cake toppers. Right, this is a fancy wedding. So fancy. I can't wait. Holy shit, I think this is the building. Alright, Fishy. Here's your chance. Say the thing. Are we there yet? Yes, we are there. We better get to see this damn wedding. Honestly, we should have known right then. The eerily empty parking lot should have been some indication as to what we would find inside. But the part of my brain that handles denial, probably my most flexed muscle, took over completely. And besides, we were so excited. We had come so far. Bora was the kind of girl who dreamed of the perfect wedding from the moment she learned she could have one. And while some things changed with time, in middle school she let go of the magician idea, and in high school she gave up on the live swans. Some things stayed the same. Her mother's veil. A bouquet of lilies. The red velvet cake. Beachside ceremony at the sunset. And me. The actual wedding was at noon. Turns out we were 7 hours late. The reception ended almost an hour ago, and all the guests were shuffled off to an after party. Everyone except me, of course. The guest of dishonor. And Fishy. The staff were kind enough to let us in, but we probably shouldn't dally too long. Andy, come look at this. Be there in a bit, Fishy. I just need a second to, think. It's so quiet and empty in here. It's hard to imagine she was just here an hour ago. She was here just an hour ago. I think that's what that one said. What must it have been like? Well, there's probably videos and pictures and stuff. Okay, we're gonna investigate. Maybe there would have been delicious food and bottomless champagne for everyone. I would have chatted politely with Marvin, but mostly talked to your mom. when your Auntie Grace told this exact same story for the third time, you and I might have shared a smile. I would have sat there, beaming, surrounded by everyone who loves you. And slipped you an extra slice of cake when nobody was looking. Okay, the dance. Maybe we would have danced all night, showing off that hedonist bad romance routine we made up as kids. I would have kicked off my heels to slide across the dance floor, lip sync to our favorite pop punk hits, and made sure you remembered this as a perfect night. Maybe I would have told the world how wonderful you are, in plainer words than I could ever could have ever managed in our journal. I would have made you cry and everyone else laugh. I would have told some funny stories about you, but left out the truly embarrassing ones. I might have slipped in some nice words about Marvin in here or there. I wonder, who gave your wedding speech instead? Andy, is everything okay? Everything is not okay. I couldn't be further from okay. My imagination hurts me so deeply, and yet... What is it, Fishy? I think you should see these. Fishy hands me a stack of Polaroids. It's Bora and Marvin. Yeah, I guess they took a bunch of Polaroid pictures and left some behind. They look so happy. They really do. I guess I thought somehow my absence would matter more. But this was never about me, was it? I can feel my heart drop, but in the pit of my stomach, it swirls and dissolves into something vaguely resembling relief. Maybe this is exactly what I needed. We should probably head out. Are you sure? Don't you want to stay a little longer? We could... No, I've seen everything I need to see. Fishy looks a little sad. I mean, obviously. She's trying her best to hold it together, though. We both are. The place sure is pretty. I wish I could have seen the ceremony. Me too, Fishy. Can we check out the beach before the sun sets? Yeah, why don't you go ahead? I'll meet you there. Take one last look around the space, then leave the Polaroids next to the table before I turn to the exit. After all, they're not for me to take. None of this ever belonged to me. Goodbye, Bora. Congratulations. I mean, you can still fix this. You can still contact her at some point in the future to try to mend your relationship with her. It's not over forever. So, what do you think? Does it still look like the end of the world? Yeah, but it's also a path into a new one. I'm sorry I got your hopes up. I shouldn't have assumed a sunset wedding. I just never questioned it. Just another one of those things I was wrong about. Sure, but I bet we have a better view than the after party. Hell yeah. How are you feeling, Andy? Honestly? I'm guessing weirdly kind of okay. Weirdly kind of okay. Oh, that's great. Wait, actually okay? Are you doing a repression thingy? Who can say? But for now, I'm feeling fine. Well, obviously I'm disappointed, and there's hints of sadness and anger and whatnot, but I guess what I mean is, I'm okay to be feeling this way. Huh, that's surprisingly mature coming from you. You're a fish. Philosophical insights and profanity. Are you sure you shouldn't start a podcast? You really are from my brain, aren't you? Sure am. By the way, Andy, you promised me a dance. Oh shit, I'm sorry, Fishy. With this whole mess, I forgot about our deal. That's okay, I understand. No wedding, no dance. Well, not necessarily. Let's still dance on the beach. I take Fishy's hands and start swinging her around the sand, humming a distant tune. It's silly and awkward and a little sad. But for a moment I feel like a child again, hopeful and beloved. I think this is goodbye. Wait, what do you mean? Was my dancing that bad? No, I trust you, Fishy. And I should have trusted you earlier. If you want to go off into the world alone, the most caring thing I can do is let you just do just that. You're serious? I love you, Andy. You know that, right? I love you too. But I have so many places I want to go, so many adventures to have, so many burgers to eat. Yeah. But I think the extreme juicy loaded triple cheeseburger with the works will always be my favorite. You and your memory. Exactly. Even when I'm far away, I'll remember everything. That's why we'll always be friends. Forever. Oh, let go. Don't throw Fishy into the ocean. Goodbye, Fishy. Goodbye, Andy. Fishy walks into the ocean until she can't walk anymore, until her little head disappears beneath the waves. I watch her go, holding my breath. Soon it will be time for me to start my long journey home. But for now, I stay and watch the water until I'm ready to take my next step. Just a moment longer. Again, you can still fix your friendship. Like, there's no reason why you can't fix it after now realizing all the faults that had existed and the things you should have done that you didn't do. Sure, you missed the wedding and all of that, that's fine. You'll have to learn to accept that and move past that. And accept all your faults and everything that you had done wrong. But you can still reach out and try to mend things. And see if the other person is also willing to try to mend things. So yeah, I mean, there could be a continuation to this, a nice continuation where at some point in the future they, reconnect and try to reconcile or something like that. I think that would be a nice way to do things, because even after everything that's happened, it's not entirely over. It's not like your fight was that major. And it's not like you haven't grown and changed and matured and, come to certain realizations. And that could only just help the reconciling between the two of you. But either way, that was a nice game. I really enjoyed that. I don't think there's any more. It's like, oh, there's an extra little bit at the end, but no. Unfortunately not, but I did really enjoy that. The art was amazing, the story was amazing. It definitely touched on some important topics, I think, of really realizing how friendship should be and how, you should actually look at things in yourself. And I am just noticing little bits of the book swirling out here. I thought this was just random stuff, not bits from inside the journal. I do hope that she keeps the journal and whatever other memorabilia that she has from this friendship, because at one point, if she does manage to salvage this relationship in some way, because again, it's not ever really over, especially if they had like a friendship for 14 years. Sure, things turned kind of bad, but if you're willing to come to the other person and be like, oh, well, I've realized, my mistakes, I realized the things that I've done, I'm not the same person that I was before, I hope that we could, mend things, start talking. Obviously, they live on opposite ends of the entire country, but that doesn't stop them from being able to talk or chat or whatever. I don't entirely remember how long ago this takes place. If it takes place like somewhat more recently, then you'd have the internet, you'd have like cell phones and stuff like that. If the Nintendo DS existed when she was too young to have one, then there would be like, cell phones and the internet and all that kind of stuff now, like social media or whatever. Ways to stay connected with the other person. Or ways, yeah, she talked about Instagram is how she found out about the relationship. So you would still be able to reconnect. and be able to try to patch things. So, and once you do that, you would be able to then continue to communicate with the other person even though you're nowhere near one another, and maintain some sort of friendship. And maybe like once every year or something like that, you get together, make the road trip across, or you both make a road trip and meet in the middle or something like that, or you both plan to go somewhere else entirely. But either way, I'll leave this here. Leave a like, hit the subscribe, leave a comment if you'd like, and you can check this game out for yourself. It's free, it's on Steam, and I'll see everybody in the next video.